Welcome back to Super Sister Signs, the best friends podcast where we talk life, love, and a little bit of astrology. I am your no-nonsense Capricorn co-host, Juanita.
And I am your cozy Cancer what?
You're a Cancer.
I'm a cozy...
Compassionate Cancer, Brooke.
I need help today. I'm not well. Oh my god.
Okay, what's going on with you?
I don't know. I'm a cozy compassionate Cancer named Brooke, co-host.
Yeah.
I'm your cozy compassionate Cancer co-host, Brooke.
Yeah.
I think maybe we've switched up the layout of the studio, and I think it just really threw me off.
You couldn't possibly know your line.
We're normally next to each other, and we're across from each other today.
It is wild.
It's weird. I'm interested in seeing how it informs the episode.
Yeah.
Off to a bad start.
It just did. Off to a bad start.
No. It's a good start because you're here, and I like to hang out with my friend.
Yeah, this is good. It's an overcast day, which we're grateful for. I'm over this heat. I'm done.
I'm over it too, and I moved here for it. And I'm like, enough.
My Chicago ass is so spoiled now.
Yeah, yes. It takes like 2 seconds to get spoiled.
And it's like when it's warm and sunny every single day, there's a point where it becomes too much.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm grateful for cloud, and I'm grateful for rain, or grateful for cold.
I'm just grateful for any change, really.
And by cold, I mean 50 degrees.
Yeah, don't give me actual cold.
It's not cold.
It's just different.
It's cozy.
It's cozy.
You need to bundle up.
It's cozy
nice.
season. Like, I have all of these cute sweaters, and I haven't been able to wear them for months.
It can't feel like Halloween until it starts to drop the temp.
Yes, I agree. We've really been trying to make it happen in this house, though.
I just can't get on board until it feels cooler.
I know.
But I can't wait for Halloween.
It's going to be so fun.
Are there any new horror movies coming out?
Oh, I'm sure. I don't know what they are.
I don't know what we're not watching trailers.
No.
We're not reading up on anything.
I'm actually sure that we saw a trailer because we've been seeing some movies together lately. I'm sure that we saw a trailer in the theater, and like it was a horror movie that I do want to see, and I did my best to like not intake or retain any information.
Yes.
So I don't even know that it's coming.
I do recall like looking away and doing this to the screen.
Yeah, and I don't remember if it was for a horror movie or an action movie or
something that I was interested in.
It was something I was interested in, that's for sure.
If it's for something that I absolutely do not want to watch, I will watch the whole trailer and then go like this at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, because like it's the closest I'm gonna get to watching that movie. But if it's for something that I want to see, I really don't want to see that trailer.
Like, don't piss me off.
Especially these days, trailers are like
the full movie.
The full movie, all the best jokes, all the kills, all the twists.
I was sick to my stomach after I saw Sinners for the first time, and then I went in completely blind, as I do. So grateful that I did, and then I watched the trailer. I was sick to my stomach.
Did they just reveal everything?
I was like, I can't believe they showed that. I can't believe that they... What?
That's horrific.
Hello? After the incredible experience I had not knowing anything, and they show that I'm not going to say.
Stop showing.
I'm not going to say it, because if you haven't seen the movie, I'm not going to say that, because why would I do that?
We're not going to spoil
See Sinners.
See it.
I think it's on HBO Max right now.
Yeah.
So good.
It's really good. And I went in blind as well. I didn't know a single thing. And there are some things you could have known going into that movie based on the trailer or even not based on the trailer. And I'm glad I didn't know a thing, so I won't ruin that experience for someone today. No. Not in my house.
It's so sick. But we went to AMC last time, and there are 25 to 30 minutes of trailers. Horrible.
We like kind of tried to get in late so that we wouldn't see any trailers, and we still sat through like 5?
No,
3. Okay, fine.
No more than 2.
Fine.
Because I also went to the bathroom.
There was a time where you went to the bathroom and I was still sitting in the theater. And saying.
But I really tried to mitigate as much trailer time as possible.
Yeah.
And I'm infecting Vince with
your trailer
aversion. Yeah.
Good.
Because he loves he's tried to make me watch trailers before, and I've screamed. That's a hill I'll die on.
No. Shot on sight. If you're like, hey, check out this trailer, dead in the head.
That is an on-site for me.
It is.
hey, I want to watch this trailer for this movie I'm really interested in.
When it puts something in my gut feels wrong. Like hearing you say that. That's
I'm
when
like,
I know.
my eyes are tearing up and I have like a pit in my stomach thinking about how I'm a pod person and dead. Because I've said
yeah, I'm hot. I'm scared.
I thought of it. I also that's an on-site thing. Do you know about my opinions about jazz?
Yeah, you hate it.
Yeah. Okay, good. So that was actually, I revealed that to Vince recently. He was talking about this like place that he worked in New Orleans and how there's like jazz in the back, and I was like, ugh. He's like, what? Like, oh, you don't know this about me? I hate jazz. And he hated that.
Yeah.
He kept being like, well, you don't know. And I'm sure part of his like New Orleans cultural experience makes him think that I don't know.
But you know.
What I don't know.
You know.
But I know that jazz is Hong Kong. I know that jazz is nonsense. I know that it doesn't sound good. And it's bad. It's not good. And you're like, but Juanita, what about this? What about that? No.
That ship has long sailed. Like, I'm not interested in trying to get you to like jazz. Why?
Do you like jazz?
Would I?
Women don't like jazz. Women do not like jazz, and that's a fact.
I wouldn't say that it's like one of my top categories. What I will say is that I used to be probably pretty anti-jazz, and then when I was living in Chicago, I saw my coworker at the time, Alvin, had a master's in like jazz performance from Northwestern, and he played drums at the Green Mile, which is like, or not the Green Mill. Sorry, Castle Rock on the brain. I was telling you about the Stephen King show, and now it's infecting
the famous Chicago jazz club, the Green Mile. No.
Death Row. Beautiful music. Beautiful, mournful music. Anyway, he played at the Green Mill, and I was like, whoa, this is like really impressive and like engaging and like interesting, because it was like all improvised, which I was like, gunk. You're looking at Beans like, to be like, what are you?
She made a crazy sound.
Anyway,
gunk.
So then I said, whoa, jazz can be impressive, but I still wasn't like seeking it out super well.
How much of it was because it was your friend?
Oh, 100%. How much was I impressed because it was my friend, do you mean?
Yeah.
Maybe like 80%. 20% I was like, oh, damn.
20% is not liking jazz.
Listen, you're right. Okay, but then recently, when I've gotten more into house music and DJing, I'm starting to like, I feel like there's some jazz that I like. There's a playlist on Apple Music called Club Jazz that is fun, but it's Hong Kong. But it's like a Hong Kong, Hong Kong, Hong Kong. No, it's not even like that. It's like,
it has no tune probably.
Yeah.
Hong Kong, 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 Kong. That's too coherent. I literally can't mimic jazz because it sounds like nothing. It sounds like a car crash. Jazz is a car crash.
It's the car crash of music. Ugh. I should give you the I Hate Jazz shirt that I inherited from the clothing swap. It's like, it's technically a t-shirt that was for some artist who released an album called I Hate Jazz that I think was a jazz album, but it's just this bright orange t-shirt in bright blue letters, all caps, says I Hate Jazz, and I turned it into a muscle tank.
Me.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
It won't fit me, but I'll do something with it.
You need it more than I do.
I'll frame it.
Yeah.
Put it in my room.
You need it bad. It's yours.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hate jazz.
Do you want to talk about our
Capricorn Cancer moment of the week? What's your Cancer moment?
So I was doing a bit of Googling yesterday, As I do. We are getting more and more into wedding planning, so I was just Googling around the wedding planner zone.
Yeah.
And I ended up, I think, on Instagram. Or no, I think I was looking at a venue. And then I looked at the planner tagged in these like photos at this venue. And I was like, oh, this was the planner for Bella and Lucille's wedding.
Oh.
Our best friends who I saw. I went to their wedding and cried the whole time. Cried more than I've ever cried at a wedding. Just like you at Patrick and John's. And then I was like, just kind of wanted to like browse her Instagram. And came across a post about that wedding, about Bella and Lucille's wedding. Just an Instagram post that was like just really sweet words and like maybe 5 pictures. I was scream sobbing at my desk within moments.
About a wedding you went to 3 years ago?
Yes. Like truly just like looking at photos being like, like just sobbing. I couldn't get a hold of I had to like exit out of all the tabs. It was too much.
You're out of control.
I'm out of control. So that one was short and sweet, but Cancer, Pisces all the way. Just couldn't, just immediately in touch with my emotions. They're right there at all times.
They're right there for the taking.
Mm-hmm. So, what was your Capricorn moment of the week?
Well, I did that play that you saw.
Mm-hmm.
And
very funny.
You know, I've talked about it before. Jumped in last minute. You know, got to be very prepared, working hard, something to prove, new to the group.
Yeah.
And I think I, accomplished the mission of nailing it.
Yeah, 100%.
And a coworker came and saw the play. And I wish I would have connected you so she could have sat with all of you. But okay. She didn't confirm that she bought a ticket, so I kind of forgot.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't see her in the audience. And so yesterday at work, we were talking about it. I was like, give me all your honest opinions about the play, which she did. Mm-hmm. And she studied, she was like an opera singer and like theater kid performer. So she,
Whoa, so she knew.
She has opinions. But we also have, obviously, I work in a restaurant in LA. A lot of us are creatives. And we have another coworker who does clown. And
cool.
We saw their show like months ago. And it was really good. And they're really good. And they're really funny. And then I was like, okay, Taylor, but who's funnier, me or Sean? I think the fact that I had to be like, okay, and now it's a competition. Who was best?
Yeah.
Who won the funny competition that exists?
Instead of just being like, well, they're actually kind of 2 completely different shows and styles and you're different performers and no. 1-to-1, who would win?
Who's the winner? Me.
It has to be you.
Yeah. That was my moment.
That's funny.
My manager heard me and went, oh my God.
That's good. Just 2 really like short and sweet title card headline moments for us.
I'm a winner and you're a crier.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah. Let's move on
to
what's up?
Well, I'm throwing up because I wasted like an hour and a half of my life the other night. I wouldn't say it was a waste, but it was enough of a waste that I was barfing because I watched the 4th Fear Street Netflix partnership movie.
Yeah.
Fear Street, which is like an R.L. Stine series, but Netflix has been like taking them and adapting them. They adapted some of them into like this trilogy a couple of years ago that I made you watch on a plane.
Yeah.
Or like made you watch part of on a plane. And I'll talk more about that in a sec. I'll circle back. But this 4th one came out like sometime earlier this year. It's called like Fear Street Prom Queen. And Joe and I were like, great, sounds right up our alley. It seems like teen slasher. Like maybe there's a Goosebumps element to it somehow. Mm-hmm. Like what a treat. I had been like pushing for us to watch it for kind of a while, actually. Like, especially now that we've had like 1 or 2 overcast days, I'm just like so raring to go for Halloween that I'm like, so Joe already wanted to watch something spooky. That was not what I needed to convince, but I was like, it's back to school. Like, we could throw on kind of this prom movie. Like, let's just do it. Like, let's not think about it too much. Let's just put it on. And it was so disappointing. And in this day and age, you're going to make a teen slasher and you're not going to like subvert my expectations or make it a little gay or like, come on.
It's Netflix making a buck.
I know, but
I'm
I just wanted them to be, I wanted it to be a little funny or something. And here's why I'm really throwing
It's
up.
just boring?
Kind of, yeah. And they like didn't wrap up a bunch of stuff that I thought like, it seemed like they were like setting up and they just like didn't at all. But it's a standalone movie. It's not part of another trilogy. But they're all set in the same universe. All 4 movies are set in the same universe. Mm-hmm. So there were like a couple of nods to the earlier 3 movies, but like more like Easter eggs, not like actual viable like plot elements, which was annoying. Mm-hmm. So let me rewind a little. This first trilogy that came out like each movie came out within a week of each other. So they're very much like, those are trilogies meant to be watched together. The first movie is like Fear Street 1996, and it's like 90s kids, teen slasher, like pretty systematic, a little boring. But then where it gets fun is at the end, it like sort of unlocks this bigger story. And in the second movie, you jump back in time and it's like Fear Street 1978. And it's like the tale of like the slasher at the summer camp in the same universe. And then the last movie goes all the way back to the Salem witch trials, because all of this is actually like a witch curse that has caused people in the town to be cursed, and like
that's fun.
It's really fun. And then it goes all the way back to the beginning with like the characters from the 90s, one being like, we have to save the town from this like witch's curse. And it's also my favorite genre of movie, which is like movie that seems like one thing but is actually about female friendship. Yeah. So it had me like sobbing at the end of the trilogy, because there's like, it's so like the relationships are so good, and like the characters you've grown with over the trilogy, and like there's queer storylines that are like impactful and not just for show. Like it's a good sweet little trilogy, and it's like maybe a little more young adult than like adult, but it's like it's fun. We're having fun.
Yeah,
we're having fun in Shady Side.
And then they just gave you some dreck.
Yeah, and guess what? The first 3, written and directed by a woman.
And the last one, written and directed by a dog?
Yeah. Otherwise known as a human man.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Would have been better if it was written and directed by a dog.
Imagine.
That was basically what it was.
But in English?
Yeah. There were so many times where I was like pointing at a scene and I was like, gay, and then it just wasn't gay, like, and not, or like, it was just so all over the place, and like, the deaths, like, I think like the first death that happened, you're like, that's really a bummer, which is like, you kind of never want, like, you always want it to be like the annoying kids are dying, and then like, it was just a mess.
Or at least something like kind of stressful and like exciting that sets up.
Can I talk to you about it like with spoilers to just like ruin it?
Sure. Okay. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, no. So the premise is like 80s prom. This girl, the lead character, is like this timid girl who everyone in the town hates because allegedly her mom was accused of stabbing her dad to death when they were teens. So her mom's prom was canceled. But now her adult mom is a cop who you only see in the beginning of the movie and never see again, even though she's like a huge plot point, like her character. Anyway, so you've kind of got a
cop?
Yeah. Why would you grow up and be a cop after that? After you were like wrongly accused of murder and had to like become exonerated. But there's like this bully girl who's like really mean to the main character, and they're all running for homecoming queen. And then there's like this one cool homecoming queen character who gets killed right away, murdered like in an alley. And then all the other deaths happen at prom. And then you think like So, like, basically it's someone is, like, killing all these prom queen candidates and their, like, boyfriends. They're all these, like, shitty girls. And it's, like, seems pretty clear that it's probably, like, the main bully girl's parents. And then it's revealed that during one of the deaths that there are 2 killers. Like, you see 2, like, masked killers. Okay, Scream. It's really just trying to be Scream and doing such a bad job. It's trying to be Scream and the previous 3 movies. And it's just so bad.
If you're not Scream, you're not Scream.
You're just not Scream.
And we're just kind of unrelatedly, well, no, fully relatedly,
Yeah.
but not we're just always screaming about Scream.
Scream is excellent. Scream is perfect. Scream is canon. Scream is, like, the baseline. Like,
if you can't do it better than Scream, don't do it.
Just don't do it.
After we were screaming about Scream to Vince after my play, I was screaming about Scream to my coworker yesterday.
It's been on my mind since we've been talking about it.
Good.
It's just so good.
When every single film, like you made this point, builds upon the other and is not just like every single Final Destination film, which is the exact same movie with different stock characters and different deaths.
So boring.
Bad. Where Scream is constantly working to subvert your expectations, build upon the narrative, like grow, keep you on your toes, keep you wondering, keep you guessing, get you excited. Yeah. So awesome.
It's so good. It's the best franchise of all time. Not even horror franchise, just period. Done. Well, let me tell you how this movie ends, because this is what pissed me off the most.
Great.
So the fucking final girl, like, reveals that it's the dad of the bully girl. Like, she, like, unmasks him, essentially, in front of everyone. And he's like, I just knew how bad you wanted it, to, like, the bully girl and his wife. Because for some reason, they're all at prom. But no other parents are. And then he gets, like, pulled off to jail, but you're like, there's 20 minutes left in this movie. What's going on? And also, we know that there's another killer, so who was it?
And the audience knows?
The audience knows, but, like, nobody else knows, because I think the person who saw that there were 2 is, like, very much dead. They obviously, like, send everyone home. They take this man to jail. Some police officers take home the final girl and this bully girl.
Including her mom?
No, they keep the mom at school for questioning. Why you wouldn't just bring her into the station, I don't understand. And then the final girl is like, no, I'm going to be with the bully who's been so mean to me my whole entire life and be there for her, because this is really crazy and hard. Even though my best friend is literally in the hospital being treated for wounds right now, I'm just going to go be with this bully girl. And then the bully's mom comes home, and then she's, like, rattling a knife up the stairs because, of course, she was in on it. And then
so it was just the parents of the bully girl?
Wait, it gets worse. Then the bully girl and the main girl are like, Mom, oh no. And the bully girl, like, is like, come on, we have to hide. And they, like, go into this closet. And then the bully girl,
that her mom's gonna kill her? And
then the bully girl pulls a knife on the final girl and is like, we were always gonna kill you. And the bully girl's mom is like, I was actually the one who killed your dad all those years ago. And, like, none of the ages make sense. Like, because apparently, like, the final girl, his mom is, like, has to be a teen mom because she was, like, pregnant when the dad was killed.
Yeah.
But then, like, the mom is, like, clearly in her, like, 40s. And, like, it just is all messed up and weird. And then the final girl, like, pushes the bully off the banister, and she, like, lands on some statue and is impaled. And then she kills the mom somehow. And then the movie just ends. You get, like, absolutely zero resolution with the other characters. You never see her mom again. I was honestly, like,
crazy.
I thought maybe, like, her mom was gonna come in the house, like, at the end of the movie and, like, Gale style, like, shoot the mom in the head or something because she's a cop. But we just, like, literally never see her again.
So did we figure out why the bully mom killed the dad all those years ago?
Because she had, like, a crush on him or something.
Boo.
And then the last thing is, like, you see the dead mom on the ground, and her blood is pooling, and then it kind of turns into this sigil that was, like, a mark in the trilogy movies, but, like, means nothing to anyone who watched just this movie.
What?
Like, it was like some Avengers after the credits, fucking Marvel bullshit. I was like, I think this was written by a boy. And I looked it up and I was right. And then I was like, I think those other movies weren't. And I was right.
Whoa.
Anyway, I was throwing up all over the fucking place. Thanks for letting me talk about that. It made me really itchy and mad.
I'm sorry. Well, let me talk about a great movie that I just watched that really made me so glad and screaming.
Is this your Scream?
Yeah, sure.
Yay!
It would be my Scream, which we already talked a little bit about, but I just want to balance out the pod with talking about Misery.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait.
Is based on a Stephen King novel. It's mostly a two-hander with Kathy Bates and James Caan. Oh my God. It is so well acted. Kathy Bates is phenomenal. I was like so inspired watching her. It's like she is the actor that I want to be. Also, when they remake Misery, I want to play Annie Wilkes. Please let me play Annie Wilkes in the remake of Misery. Something I appreciate about this movie is that it feels like a play in that it's like, it's so character driven. We're in one location for the most part. You know, it doesn't need anything fancy, but the cinematic elements, like the way it's shot, just enhances everything. So it is kind of like a perfect movie.
Oh my God.
It's so good. And also Kathy Bates is so beautiful. And it's just like so clear that it's just like, you're not skinny and therefore you are a character actress, period. Mm-hmm. But then like she has these amazing close-ups and I'm like, you have perfect skin and the most gorgeous, beautiful blue eyes, and like you're so pretty. Yeah. And they're like Frump. Ba-dump.
Miss Frump.
No, but she is so good.
Classic.
I think she won an Oscar for it.
She was, I think, at least nominated. If not winning.
It is so great just watching, character driven, like I said, and just watching two people exist together.
Cool.
And need to, things come up, and it's just, it looks like such a fun acting exercise of like, what are your tactics? Like, what do you, how do you get out of this? What do you do? What's your strategy? So fun. So, great movie. Unlike whatever you watched.
Yeah, I don't even, Fear Street Fuckface.
Don't watch it. Watch Misery.
Yeah, watch Misery 4 times.
So for those who don't know, the premise of Misery is that a famous writer is in a car crash. Do you know this? I don't want to.
Actually, I actually don't know how he kind of ends up in the situation.
But you know about the situation.
I do know about the situation.
Okay, so he has a car crash in a snowy mountain in Colorado, and he is saved by this woman and nursed in her home because he has like severely broken legs and like his body is, he can't move, and so he is bedridden, and she is like his obsessed fan. And I learned that a lot of actors turned down the part of the writer because they didn't want to be emasculated on film.
It's so crazy.
Like, be this woman's prisoner, essentially. And, which is like, you're a baby back bitch.
Yeah, grow up.
Are
you kidding?
You don't want to be in Misery? Grow up. Baby back bitch. James Caan did it. And then I was like looking him up because I'm like, James Caan is cool for doing this. And then in his Wikipedia, he's dead. But in his Wikipedia, he was like, it says he was a very vocal supporter of Donald Trump in the 2016 and 2020 elections.
May he rest in peace.
I'm like, what? Why are you the man who's like, yeah, I'll be in Misery. Also, I love Trump. Shut up. Where are you looking?
I just went away. I think I just went away for a second.
That's fair.
Thinking about that man.
Well, that's it. Let's move on.
Let's do Venus Vibes.
Tell me about the wedding planner.
Yeah, so we had a meeting.
Sorry.
some ASMR for the fruit snacks.
Okay.
I thought you would at least pull one out, do a little.
Oh,
come on!
I don't remember that. Can you hear the tapping on the fruit snack?
Probably not.
Sorry.
Gross.
Sorry.
Gross.
Some people like it.
I asked you to do it.
Ugh. Let me just get all these out.
Yeah, get them out like before the movie starts.
Okay, ready.
So, Joe and I met with a wedding planner over Zoom yesterday. Yeah, whoa. I had just started to dip my toes into the whole thing. And there were like a few planners that I found on Google, and just one of them seemed nice, but not like too nice. And so I was like, this seems just fine. Never had a wedding planner before. We don't know what we're getting ourselves into. So
it's their job to know.
Exactly. It's their job to know. So we're getting on this like 15 to 30 minute free consultation call just to be like, what's up here? This is who we are. This is who you are. What are we looking for? What do you do? And I got a little off the rails because she was like, tell us about you and like what you're doing so far. And we're so early in the planning process that we have a bunch of ideas, but we don't have anything like set in stone yet. And we're still like very flexible, but it can also sound like a lot. Like it's just, there was like nothing really for her to scope. Like she was kind of like, okay, cool. like, she was very nice. And she also was professional and laughed at all the right times, which I appreciated. She was a little bit older than I thought, I guess. I saw like a headshot that she had recently and she seemed kind of younger. But then when we got on the Zoom, I was like, oh, you're probably like in your late 40s. And I like that for us. I want someone who's like a gentle aunt figure, I think, in this role. And she offers like day of coordination, which is not just showing up on the day and doing it, but actually she gets involved like 10 to 12 weeks out, and you're like, okay, this is all the stuff we booked, and like this is everyone we hired, and she like helps you tie up all the loose ends, and then she's like physically there on the day for like 10 hours running everything like stage manager style, which we certainly need. Like at the very least, we're like, we know we at least want that. And then she also has like full design and planning services where you're basically just like, this is kind of what we're looking for. And then she sort of like does everything and like hires all the vendors and makes all the design decisions. And like you can be involved in that, but like she ultimately handles it. And for us, I was like, that's a little bit too much because I really love that stuff. Like I really love going through a catalog and being like, these are the napkins I want, this is the calligraphy for this invitation that I want, this is that, and like spending hours doing that is like my fucking cocaine. Like I'm like, give it to me, let me make a big binder full of mood boards and font ideas and menu options.
And I love that for you.
And not
Could
for you.
not be me.
Could never be you.
I was like, yeah, design it.
Go. Design it, go. Have fun.
Have fun.
But for me, I'm like, I need to be involved. But the way I explained it to her, I was like, we want to be like pretty much in charge of and handling the design and planning process. But it would be great to have like a wedding boss who can be like, oh, you're forgetting this thing, or like, oh, did you think about this part? And like is essentially making sure we're like doing all the wedding stuff. Because like we're not like, we're having a pretty non-traditional wedding. We're not doing that like just because. We're just doing it because we're like, well, we don't want to do any of the boring dumb stuff, and we just want to do the stuff we like and like make sure our friends are fed well and drink and have a good time. Those are our priorities. So it's not like, oh, we want to make sure we do this part of the wedding just because we want to make sure we do it. But I want someone to be like, you should make sure that like you schedule a time to do photos at blah blah because blah 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 blah.
Right.
Like someone who's like, I've done this before,
yeah,
and you're gonna want to remember to do this. And so she also has this like sort of in between called like Plan with a Pro, where you get like meetings with her, like 4 to 5 meetings throughout the planning process. And she'll like give you advice, she'll recommend vendors.
Great.
And with like no matter what plan you choose, she has like a client portal with like a checklist and like budget option, like all these forms and like a dashboard essentially that like you can use if you're doing your own planning, but like with her assistance. So if we move forward with her, I think we'll do like a combo of the Plan with a Pro and the day of coordination. So we're like getting her input as like an advice person, but like, and she's like, these are vendors you can check out. This is my coupon for this, like blah, blah, blah. But then we're like finalizing the decisions. And then she comes in a couple months out and we're like, okay, this is what we did. Like, did we do a good job? Help us make it happen.
Wedding mommy.
So it was really informative. And we told her that we were like, we're going to be looking at venues this coming week. And we still don't have anything set in stone. Like, we don't even have it set in stone yet whether we're going to have 2 venues or like we don't even know yet if we're going to have multiple locations. So she is sort of like, I'll start writing some of this stuff down for a proposal, but let's actually have another conversation when you know more about like.
So you are going to hire her?
We don't know yet, but because basically the next step is she is going to like write us a proposal and be like, this is, because we didn't even talk about numbers at all. So she'll be like, this is what I propose. Like, this is how much it would cost. This is how much this would cost. But she really customizes the proposals to the wedding. And since there are so many things that are up in the air, she was like, I think it might be better if we meet again when you have some of that sorted out. And then I can get you a more accurate estimate of how much everything is going to cost. Because I'll know, like, it's just like, it's going to be really different if we're like, we're going to have the ceremony in a city park with a bunch of rentals and a rental company and like labor. And then we're going to go to a bar for like the reception where there's catering. Like that would be different than if we're like, we're going to go to this mansion where we're going to have the ceremony in the patio and then the dinner inside. Like it changes so vastly.
Yeah.
Specifically what her job is. So she was sort of like, kind of like offering like, maybe let's just like talk again. And then I can kind of get a better idea. And I was like, honestly, coming from another freelance person, I was like, I can see how, like, based off this conversation, you would have no idea, like, what to quote us. Because we just were sort of like, these are all the things we kind of want to do, but we don't know what we're doing yet. Hee hee. But she was very, like, she didn't seem scared at all. She was nice. I was like, that's good. And then we got off that call with her, and Joe and I realized that we were like, I think maybe like what's missing from this and what is maybe missing from, like I think we'll just like learn more when we are talking to venues because some of these places have this built in. But we're like, we really want like a production company almost. Like a company that will like help us put together like all of these moving pieces. And I started looking into like Tucson just event planning companies, and I found this one that does a lot of like quinceañeras and weddings, and they have like this special effect you can buy called Dancing on a Cloud that is just like this huge fog machine, and I saw pictures of it and it looks like amazing. Like, so I was like, maybe we need to like incorporate some company like this
for special effects.
So we have this conversation and I'm like, well, we want to shop around a little bit and like see what other planners are out there. And I looked up one of the ones that comes like top of the list. You know what? I'm just going to put them on blast. They're not going to be listening to this podcast. Called Crane & Co.
Okay.
And I think they're like pretty popular. And when I looked at the photo of the team looks like an advertisement for the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. It is like the 4 or 5 like whitest, blondest women I've ever seen who all look identical. And so I immediately was like, ugh! And the whole website is like Snow White, like
they get things done.
Calligraphy out there. I'm sure they do, but it doesn't look the way I want my wedding to look. Their about page was like, we do elegant and timeless weddings that are beautiful and approachable. I read that to Joe, and Joe was like, approachable? Why? We want our wedding to be so over the top and
so
elaborate.
prickly.
So
So alienating.
So alienating. And then we like scrolled down their about page and they all had like a little bio and then had like favorite drink, like favorite restaurants, like favorite quote or whatever. And we were really judgmental of these women.
You hated them.
We hated them. I hated them, and then I showed them to Joe, and he hated them more. And I read a couple of lines, and I just like got off the website. I was so scared by like their basic bitchiness. I was like, I don't like this. This is bad. And I know enough about like the area where we're getting married and the surrounding parts to be able to make a judgment about a person based on what they say like their favorite restaurant or favorite coffee drink is.
Sure.
I'm like making hometown judgments. And then when we went back and we were reading more of the profiles with Joe, well, there was like this one woman who like her interests and like her answers were like kind of fun, and then like something at the end was just like, and remember, always let God lead the way, or like something that made me scream in fear and trepidation.
No.
So like we were reading about these women and I was getting so hot. Like I was like, these are the women, these are the people who are like making money, planning events in Tucson. What is there just like a fucking like queer event planner that I can, let me just Google it. So I Googled like queer event planning Tucson, and there is literally a production company with like a theater background that regularly put on events for the queer community, like specific events for different kinds of pockets in the queer community. Like they run nonprofit funds, and then they also work private events and weddings in order to fund like these other projects that they're doing. It could not be more perfect. We looked at photos from like events that they've thrown in the past, and it's like, it looks like photos of like something that I would have put together, like spent like
amazing,
these beautiful charcuterie spreads with like adorable handwritten like labels, and just like everything looks so good and well done. And their About Us page is like just full of people that like I want to see behind the scenes at my wedding. Like I'm like, these are the people that I want desperately. And like our community is very queer, and like I just want our friends to feel like safe and seen at our wedding and not be like, this caterer is giving me like a weird look. I don't know. That's like never happened, but it's just like I was like, oh my God, like this is the company. And also to go from the fucking like Perfect Lives, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives wedding planners to this group of like very eclectic, like interesting, like people whose mission and vision aligns with mine generally, like felt really good. So in the end, I'm hoping we have some kind of like,
you're gonna have the queers put on a wedding play for you.
Yeah, I am.
It's gonna be a big play.
We are.
That is a wedding.
Yeah. Is there a problem with that?
No, I'm just putting the pieces together.
We're gonna have the queers put on a big wedding play for us and our friends. Doesn't that sound nice?
Yeah, it sounds awesome. I can't wait to go to that play.
Yeah, that's all we're trying to do is just do a big play. A big interactive sort of dinner theater.
I love that. Wait. Sorry, I have to change the subject.
You don't. That's the end of my Venus vibes. I mean, you don't have to be sorry. You do have to
I was reminded when you brought up Mormon Wives. Did you see who the new Bachelorette is?
No.
Taylor Frankie Paul.
No.
The Mormon wife.
What?
The swinging Mormon wife.
I am like shaking.
Is the new Bachelorette officially? Can you believe?
No, I can't. I'm having so many emotions. I think they're all positive.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way I'm not tuning into that.
No, that's
exactly what, I mean, Game of Roses has been saying it forever. Get the celebrity.
Yeah. Holy
for the lead.
Shit.
I am tuning in for that.
They were so desperate to make up for just getting rid of the Bachelorette that they were like, all right, we'll do a massive crossover. I mean, it's Hulu, it's ABC, it's all the same
family, but it is the right choice.
They're getting their hands dirty, finally.
Finally.
Because the Bachelor franchise really doesn't like to do celebrities like outside of their own
No, they're so anti
nation
fame.
Yeah.
To its own detriment.
Yeah.
I mean, certainly it's
great
good
television.
that she's not with that fuckface anymore.
Oh my God, he's horrible.
He's horrible.
Well, she could still be with him, but
that's true. We don't know.
We don't know. It sounds like they also filmed like a whole season 3 already
of Mormon. Yeah, it does.
So it seems like that was filmed before they even filmed the season 2 reunion. The way they were talking about things, very confusing. So
or they had a plan to like have storyline. Yeah, but
I'm curious if we'll see season 3 before we see The Bachelorette. I just don't know.
Probably.
I hope.
I think so because I think we're getting a Bachelor first. I'm just excited to want to watch it again.
Yeah.
Because it used to be my favorite, and like we didn't even bother with Bachelor in Paradise this season, and I heard it was just bad anyway.
My mom said it's pretty good this season. So we'll see. She was pitching me on it in a way that I was like, maybe I'll watch, but like, it's Halloween. I'm not gonna watch. I gotta watch.
It's already over, also.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
but I meant like I was like maybe I'll go back and
just don't care.
Mm-mm.
And then Golden Bachelor, which I love the Goldens, but like the Golden Bachelor went on record in an interview. Did you hear about this?
No.
Before they started filming, where he was like, "I don't want any women over 60. No artificial hips, no wigs."
Wait, this is the original one, right?
No,
or the new
new Golden Bachelor. And then it's just like, what? I don't want to watch that man.
No one wants to watch that
horrible misogynist to these like amazing and they didn't fire him, they didn't replace him, they hadn't even filmed yet. So that like taints that for me.
Yeah, that's just over, boring, bad.
But
Taylor Frankie Paul as the Bachelorette.
That's what I need.
Of America. Dude, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
That's... I'm like so thrilled that we get to watch her in that context. The context is going to be so different.
It's going to be awesome.
I can't wait to see her treat all of these men just however she wants.
It's going to be so awesome. She already has such a personality.
Yeah.
And like a point of view, and she's Mormon.
Yeah, I mean,
it's awesome.
Technically.
Right. I don't know if she left. I think she's still in the church though.
Yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, I think she is.
I just like want more Mormons on TV kind of all the time. Like, give me a Mormon on TV, period.
I want them to talk about it more if they're going to be on TV. Because it's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's bad. It's a cult.
There were some Mormons on that Are You My First reality show I told you about with All Virgin dating show. Hulu.
I forgot about that.
And it's largely religious. Maybe I didn't tell you about this. Maybe I was talking to someone else about it.
Maybe I was nearby when you were talking about it, because I do feel. No, you told me about it.
Most of the reasons why they're still virgins are like for religious reasons. There are a lot of Mormons on there, but not everyone is a virgin because of religion.
And they're dating to marry, like on the show.
No,
they're dating to fuck.
They're just kind of like dating to like fall in love, and like maybe that person can be there first.
Fine. Did you know my best friend in high school went on to be on an MTV docuseries about people who were like older and still virgins, and he lost his virginity and came out on national television
as gay?
Wow. Isn't that fun? And his dream was to be on reality TV like all through high school.
Congrats.
So he did it. I do not remember what it was called. It was like MTV First Time or something like that.
Well, and I told because this is hosted by Colton Underwood and Caitlin Bristow.
Oh, you did tell me about this.
Of the Bachelor franchise. Oh. You gotta watch it. It's an easy watch. You can just blow through all the eps.
How many episodes?
I don't know, like 10.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
An afternoon.
I'll do that. Did you know, I found this out recently, Tom Sandoval is like a voice in like, I don't think it's the original Bee and Puppy Cat, but it's like maybe a spinoff
Wait,
or something.
what?
It's this animated show on
Bee
Netflix.
and Puppy Cat?
It doesn't make any sense.
No,
that he's
that's
in
what,
the show.
That's what a 5-year-old girl says that
Yes.
her pet is named.
It's like, well, that I think is like kind of the premise of the show, basically.
Bee and Puppy Cat.
The girl's name is Bee, and she has a puppy cat, and it's just like a sweet
is it
little
cat
like,
dog?
I don't know. I think I watched it a little bit a long time ago and forgot all of it. It's Adventure Timey-ish. The point is...
Not for me.
No. But the point is... I don't even know if I'm going to watch it, but Tom Sandoval is a voice actor in it.
I love that. Keep him on TV forever.
Keep giving him
Forever.
jobs. Never stop.
Never stop. Never stopping.
You
Tom
loved
Sandoval.
that movie?
I did.
Isn't
I
it?
liked Popstar.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it on record. I liked the Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping. I don't like Hot Rod.
Just like jazz. You hate your hot rod, you hate jazz. It's boy stuff.
It's boy stuff.
Ugh. Just like Fear Street Prom.
And I'm a
Dumbass.
girl.
I'm just a girl sitting on my podcast.
Hating jazz. Well, that's it for today.
That's it. That's all. We're done.
DM us if you have a question. We love giving advice. Instagram, TikTok, email, Super Sister Signs. Follow us. 5 stars. Review us. Listen wherever you want. Watch us on YouTube. That's it. 5 star baby.